going on, ChiefTV? This is Mr. Loudis here to talk about Sports Spotlight. This is a traditional video broadcast, so it'll be somewhere between 2 to 3 minutes long, and the video needs to have 3+ interviews, at least 3. These interviews are pretty specific, so listen up. You've got to score an interview, your longest and most committed one, with the actual athlete. There's all sorts of questions to ask them about their process, their mindset, their future, so make sure you're preparing a ton of questions for the actual athlete you're focusing on. The second interview you'll want to score is with their most likely classmate or teammate that's played this sport with them for a long time. What I mean by this is hopefully they've played this sport together since middle school. So you want to find somebody that not necessarily is their best friend, but somebody who can talk intelligently and talk about their changes through the sport. So that's the second interview. Find the expert friend, hopefully a teammate, or at least it needs to be somebody that's watched them grow and can talk about it. Finally, the toughest one to get a hold of, the last interview needed, is with their coach. You've got to find an appropriate time to get their coach on the sidelines or in the good background setting. So if it's a baseball story, you need to have the coach on the baseball field, most likely. Don't sit them in their office. That's lazy. On Sports Spotlight, there are 3 interviews needed. We've got the athlete, we've got their teammate, a committed one that knows them and has talked to them for a long time, and a coach. That coach can talk about their progress and their sights for the future. On Sports Spotlight, we don't want to double up on teams, so if someone in class is already focused on this specific sport, we need to choose a different sport and a different athlete. Don't double up on things like football or basketball just because they're popular. We have hundreds of athletes that all deserve a story. Don't just focus on your best friend. We want the most likely and obvious story to be chosen for Sports Spotlight. Now, this is a traditional news broadcast, which means we've got to see and hear a reporter. Mr. Loudis expects and grades you based on stand-ups. He expects to see you in front of the camera at some point. And he expects to hear your voice through voiceovers connecting the interview clips with B-roll. So, it's your job to report the story in a traditional format, but it's also your job to make this athlete look good. Good luck with Sports Spotlight, and ask Mr. Loudis if you have any questions on which athletes or which sports to focus on for Sports Spotlight. Good luck!